Caution, this video may cause severe back pain. In viewers, hello, I am Xarkun and this is World of Warships Legends. Today, we have a game in the Tier 7 British destroyer, HMS Lightning, which I think is, to this day, still one of the strongest destroyers at Tier 7, and if any game is evidence of that, it would be this one. Now, this isn't going to be an incredibly high damage game, but it's going to be a game with a back-breaking amount of kills. In fact, I think the most kills that I've ever actually achieved in a single game in World of Warships Legends, and this would be the second time I have achieved this number of kills. The first time was once, a long time ago, I think before I even started this channel. So, sometime before September of 2019, I took out the Königsberg in a match, got 7 kills, and unfortunately, those 7 kills were not enough in that game to carry the match. Deja vu with this game, which I played on my most recent Friday stream. I think I called it Salt Wars, now with reduced sodium, although I don't know how much the sodium was actually reduced. Games like this are enough to up the sodium content in anybody's diet. Anyway, we're moving out here toward, I guess, what would you call it, the western flank, the eastern flank? I don't know what the directions are. There's a Baltimore out there, so we don't want to go that way. We certainly don't want to get close to him, just in case he pops that radar consumable, but we fire some torpedoes at the Jean Bart, who is, you know, just kind of sitting out there, as Jean Barts do. We've turned to this direction. We see a Helena out there around the corner. Our detectability on this build, 5.4 kilometers, not exactly the most stealthy build out there. I'm using Terwit as the captain. He is the torpedo-focused British destroyer commander, and I think I might be using Space Fishy or Albert Gleaves as an inspiration. I might not actually be using Bay or Swirsky to buff the concealment, so we're stuck at 5.4, which is going to make us a little bit more visible to other destroyers who have probably spec'd more into concealment, and I think briefly we will see a little bit of that later on in the match. But one of those torpedoes that we launched at the Jean Bart, apparently it hit, and now that we're shooting at the Iowa, we have been spotted, so that Helena has come around the corner. We needed to deploy a smoke screen. We are now safely concealed, but we don't want to get too close to the Helena and allow him to pick us up with his hydroacoustic search. Gonna launch some torpedoes at him. I don't think these are gonna hit, but since he's pulled out from behind the cover of the island, and since he is now being spotted, he is exposed to fire from my teammates, and now it's time for him to back on up to safety once more. Torpedoes out there sort of toward an Iowa and a Poltava. I don't think any of these are going to hit either, but that was only one torpedo launcher. We've got a second, and we sort of just place it in the path that Poltava is sailing. Not really taking too much time to aim it, and we'll see how lucrative that is. The state of the game, though, not going the best for the blue team, let's just say that. We're down 2 ships to none. And so the enemy has overtaken us on points. This is a capture the base mode game where there are only 2 capture points, and either team flipping either one of them is enough to get the victory conditions. So there are no capture points to flip for points income. The only way to get points in this game mode is to flip the enemy base and take it, which wins the game, or to sink ships. And there we get our first kill of the game with those torpedoes on the Poltava, and also our first kill, our team's first kill of the game. In fact, I think we're going to be responsible for all of the kills that our team gets in this game, save one. And I'll give a little bit of a shout out to Ghazi Gaming. I think he's responsible for the other kill. He watches the channel. He's got a little channel of his own too, and he streams all the time, I think on Saturdays. Very entertaining. He's a little angry British man. Very fun to watch. Anyway, On this flank here, we've got the Iowa, that Helena, and there was a Le Fantasque, who I think is spotting us right now, but only momentarily. We go dark again. In any case, there's at least 3 ships over here, and it's just me with this Prinz Eugen, who's kind of cowering behind this island here, and there's another battleship behind us. The rest of our teammates are on the other side of the map. You can see the grayed out icon of an enemy destroyer in front of a number of battleships. I'd like to help them, but I really can't, not with all these guys over here. Luckily, we're clearing house. The Iowa goes down to our torpedoes, and there's our second kill of the game. That just leaves the Helena and Le Fantasque in this immediate vicinity. And if we can take them out, then this flank will be clear. We can move over to the other side of the map and try to help our teammates out over there. So we're going to open fire on the Helena. If we need to disengage, we can always pop one of our 5 remaining British smokescreens, which are, I think, my favorite smokescreens in the game. There's Le Fantasque coming around the corner of that island, though, as we lay down some fire on the Helena out here. There's a Prinz Eugen behind that island. Keep in mind, this Le Fantasque is also spotted, and the Prinz Eugen is not AFK. He's also completely stationary. I have no idea what he's doing, but right now we can't really worry about Le Fantasque as he takes out our King George V teammate. We gotta take down this Helena before we can do anything about that enemy destroyer. The Helena is on fire on very, very low health. Nobody else is shooting at him, and I think finally he goes down for our 3rd kill of the game. There's Le Fantasque coming up on Prinz Eugen, who, again, I remind you, is not AFK. I don't know what this guy was doing. No offense to you, sir. Perhaps he was a viewer of the stream and he was enjoying his first-person perspective on it. Either way, we save him from Le Fantasque. There are his turrets turning around far too late. Good thing that destroyer didn't launch any torpedoes, right? In any case, we have single-handedly cleared out this flank of 4 ships. Well, not single-handedly, I suppose. We only have 55,000 damage, which isn't a lot for 4 kills. So our teammates certainly did a lot of damage to these ships, but we secured the kills, and that is what is important in this situation. So, again, 4 kills on our part, but the enemy team is missing 5 ships. Good job, Gauzy Gaming. He was the one that took out the other enemy ship that we did not kill. There are still 4 ships left, though, on both teams, and one of them is a Colorado out here. I think at the time I was playing this game on my stream, I don't know if I announced this intention or not, but I wanted to approach the enemy base and hopefully get on their cap. Of course, if I want to do that, it would be a good idea to take out this Colorado. Looks like the first set of torpedoes I sent his way are not going to hit. It appears he slowed down before coming out from behind that island. Luckily, with this turret build, torpedo-focused commander he is. Wow, am I Yoda now? Anyway, the torpedoes reload really, really quickly, and they're almost off of cooldown now. Of course, we get close enough to the California that he's inside of our 5.4 kilometer detection range. We do fire our guns at him, imposing the smoke firing penalty on ourselves, and drop smoke. The fact that we were still spotted, though, alerted us to the fact that the other enemy destroyer was in the area, and it's another Lightning. Prinz Eugen is moving up now, which is great. We do have a little bit of support, and even if he isn't going to be the biggest help against the Colorado, at least he's sort of providing a meat shield for us. Just in case we do get spotted again, perhaps the Colorado will continue to shoot at the Eugen rather than us. And also, the Colorado does appear to be traveling in quite a straight line, so we employ the tube-by-tube single-fire function, unique to British destroyers, launch all the torpedoes in a line. And will we get the kill on the Colorado? Yes, there is our Kraken Unleashed, and it only took us 2 torpedoes to do it. Once again, we're killing all the ships around this Prinz Eugen, and Now we're firing at the Lightning, who is getting close to the edge of our maximum firing range. Looks like he is going to smoke up. We did momentarily beach ourselves there, but we want to go after the Lightning. If we can take him out, then hopefully we can get on the enemy base. The only problem is, it's taken quite a bit of time to reach this point in the game, which is now 2/3 over. We're at the 5-minute mark. In fact, we just ticked under the 5-minute mark, and finding this Lightning, taking him down, and then getting on the enemy base in this short amount of time, probably going to be a tall order. And that's to say nothing of the Jean Bart that I think this may be the same Jean Bart we hit with a torpedo early on in the game. He's moving into a position that is going to sort of block us from approaching the enemy base, which is not good. We're going to launch some torpedoes at him. First one in the narrow spread, second one in the, well, I guess the narrow spread is the tube-by-tube spread, and the other one is technically the narrow spread. But for the purposes of simplicity, first in the narrow spread, then in the wide spread. Hopefully one or two of these fish will catch the Jean Bart on the nose, perhaps start a flood, and then maybe we can get a fire. But unfortunately for us, it looks like he's moving out of the way, and I don't know whether we're going to catch him at all. In fact, I think we aren't. It's possible that the fighter plane hovering in the area, which I assume was not launched by the Jean Bart, since I don't think the Jean Bart has access to fighter planes, spotted our torpedoes, which gave him advanced warning. Lightning, though, looks like he may still be smoked up inside of the smoke screen, and looking back on this game, I really wish the Eugen on my team would have been a little bit more aggressive. The last remaining 2 enemy battleships are a Jean Bart and an Odin. The Prinz Eugen is pretty tanky. I think it's got 27 millimeters of armor, and neither of these battleships are capable of overmatching 27 millimeters of armor. In fact, probably the biggest threat for the Eugen would be getting into a brawl with the Odin and finding himself torpedoed by that German battleship's 4 torpedoes on either side of the ship. In any case, the Eugen is once more hiding behind an island, perhaps waiting for the battleships to come to him, but we're going to have to take action into our own hands here in order to have any hope of clawing this game back from the precipice of defeat. How did we not kill that Lightning there? I don't know. I was so confident he was going to die that I looked away. Bit of a mistake on my part. Bit of a rush to judgment there. So since we're already smoked up, we are going to start shooting at the Jean Bart. We get a lucky roll of the dice there with a fire immediately on that battleship, and it does look like he is perhaps going to sail in a straight line. 1 torpedo launcher online. We launch a single line of torpedoes at him, and the fire on the Jean Bart nets us the Confederate medal to go with our Kraken Unleashed medal. Jean Bart is indeed sailing in a relatively straight line, so we do hit him with all 4 torpedoes, but it's not quite enough to take him out. Lightning, on almost no health, reemerges, and we are able to secure the kill on him. That's kill number 6, and we're up to 124,000 damage. The nice thing about the Lightning torpedoes and British torpedoes in general is that you can fire them in a single line like I did against the Jean Bart. The bad part is, if those torpedoes all hit the same spot on the bow, they will immediately damage, saturate it, which means each successive torpedo hit is going to do less damage than the one that preceded it, which I think is the reason that that Jean Bart is still alive. And the Prinz Eugen is dead. Not sure how he died. It happened when, things were getting a little hot for us over here. If he had lived, I think we might have actually won this game, or at least it might have been enough for us to win it. As it stands, though, there's less than 1 minute to go. We've got this Jean Bart out here on fire, and we've got an Odin somewhere out 14 kilometers in the distance. No way we're going to be able to take out both, and that is what we would have to do in order to win this game. But we are not going to end this one with only 6 kills. We're going to get a consolation prize for ourselves. The Jean Bart is on very low health, so it's not going to take too much shooting to send him to the bottom of the sea. The only question is, can we do it before time runs out? He lands a big hit on us there, but we get the last laugh. Jean Bart goes down, 7 kills, 140,000 damage, and a heartbreaking loss after a rather back-breaking performance. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed playing it, if I didn't exactly enjoy the result. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.